Hey folks, welcome to Game 2 of this French EDH match between myself and Rim with a lot of Ks, Atarka versus Narset. And I won Game 1 due to him tapping out at a time that was very good for me. And so we are on to Game 2. He's going to lead off with the Marsh Flats and pass it back. I'm going to play a Forest. And got a Tinder Wall here. Great little accelerator. And I'll pass it back. And on his turn, he is going to, or end of my turn rather, he's going to fetch up a Hallowed Fountain tapped. And then he'll go to his turn and untap it. And Gitaxian Pro again. Boo. So, yeah, no tricks. No tricks. I had the port. So, he's going to be very aware of that. And he's going to draw a card off that probe. And he'll play a Colonnade tapped and then pass it back to me. So in my turn, I've got a few options here. I'm going to play this. I've got a Mind Stone. Got a Green Sun Zenith I could play. I could play a Lightning Greaves, which I'd really like to resolve. So I'm really going to be looking to sneak this in under a counterspell, if at all possible. Probably want to set it up with the port. So he's going to draw and exclude, which is pretty good. I always hate seeing this. Getting your creature excluded is like the worst feeling. Not only do you feel bad, but your creature feels bad. It's terrible. So I'm going to draw off my turn. Worn Power Stone. Some big mana here. And I'm kind of deciding what to do. Got several options. I've got Wasteland again also. So, a little bit of disruption. Got a Zenith. Might be able to make use of that. So I'm going to drop the port. And there it is. I'm going to Green Sun for 1, and I was really, really hoping this would draw a counterspell. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really have a 1-drop that's really threatening in this matchup. So, but it didn't. He actually didn't have one that could effectively target it at this moment. So it resolves, and I will get very, very safe Birds of Paradise. Not exciting, but safe. End of turn, he will Cerebral Vortex, targeting himself. He's going to draw a couple cards. And on his upkeep, I am going to port his Colonnade. Try to slow him down a little. Go to his draw step, which is a Remand for the turn. So a few more speed runs for me. And I drop a Zerk. Now, I've definitely got, my eyes definitely go a little wide when I see that because I've got Greaves, Berserk, so we could potentially set up for the one-hit kill, but this is a pretty tough wall to get through, so let's see if my optimism pays off. Drop Power Stone, which will draw the Remand out of his hand. Now, I haven't played a land yet, so I could recast Power Stone off his birds. However, since he definitely seems to be pretty much tapped out, we're going to go for the Greaves this turn, because it's really important. Hopefully, somewhere down the line, we can find a Cavern, or an Expedition map, or a Sylvan Scrying, or something of that nature. And with their powers combined, we could do some damage. But we'll see how it goes. End of turn, he is going to sack his Flooded Strand to get a tapped Steam Vents. And he will go to his turn, play a Mystic Gate, and pass. So on my end of turn, I'm going to sack, or on his end of turn rather, I'm going to sack my Windswept Heath and find a Stomping Ground tapped. And then I'll draw for my turn. Dead Gone. Another time this card does not shine, but that's just removal against control. It's always going to look a little underwhelming, but I do love this card very much. It just sucks right now. So I'm deciding what to do here. Gonna play the Power Stone again. See what he thinks about it this time. And he's okay with that. Doesn't have a problem. Draw my Wasteland and pass. And end of turn he's going to Electrolyze. Hit birds for 1, hit me for 1, draw a card. A little bit of value. Go to his turn, plays 5th land, pass back to me. And at the end of his turn, I'm going to port his gate. Now between porting on my turn and Wasteland, I could potentially lock him out of 3 blue mana, but he's got so much that that wouldn't even really be worth it at this point. Drew another land. So left with little options, even though he's got 5 untapped mana. We are going to slam that Atarka and presumably draw a counterspell out. And it gets excluded. So that Atarka is feeling mighty left out. And he's going to draw a card off that. And I'll put my Greaves to my Tinderwall, which I probably should have done a while ago just in case, but never really crossed my mind. So there it is, the fastest wall in the West. And I'll pass it back to him. On his upkeep, I will port his Mystic Gate. He is going to go to his turn. He draws a Hollow the Banded Lord. But look at this Planeswalker army. Gosh, I don't really think it gets much better than that. I guess you could throw a Jace in the mix, but that's pretty good. So he's going to drop Windswept Heath. And he will pass back to me. So I'm going to play my Command Tower, which I drew for the turn. And got a ton of mana. I can try to go for Atarka again, try to get another counterspell from his hand, and just hope that I'm running him out, play the attrition game. And that's what I'm going to do. I really just have nothing else. I figured might as well push the action. It only gets worse the more cards he draws. So he will dismiss my Atarka. Atarka left out in the rain, sent away, dismissed, sulking in the command zone. Poor dragon. So anyway, that's going to be my entire turn. I will pass it back to him. He at end of turn will tap and sack his Windswept Heath to find a Sacred Foundry. And he will go to his turn. Drew a Disenchant, which is pretty bad for me because I'm banking on being able to cast Atarka at least one more time, if not a couple more times. And that'll throw a big ol' wrench into my Power Stone. And he's going to play Narset, Transcendent, Planeswalker. He will -2 to give the next spell he casts a Rebound, and that spell is going to be Disenchant. So he's going to first disenchant my Lightning Greaves, which is real bad. And next turn, on his upkeep, he'll be able to cast it again, probably on my Power Stone. I figured, since that's the case, my only chance is to play Atarka one more time for 11, and it resolves, so that's good news. And I'm going to bolt his Narset, just in case he had any other crazy double spell tricks. So Narset's down to 1 counter. Atarka resolved. I am fully tapped out. And he's going to go to his turn. So his Disenchant will rebound off of that Narset Transcendent. And it will kill my Mind Stone. Presumably since he knows that no matter what, I won't be able to cast Atarka again without a few more lands. Just going to +1 Narset. Look at the top card. Shuffle, find an island. And here is where he's going to Council's Judgment Atarka. And I'm going to scoop it up at that point. Atarka would cost, what? I can't count right now. She'd cost 13, and I'm not even close. And he's going to untap with a handful of lands, or a handful of cards, and just looking bad. So I'll concede. And so that's it. Narset wins game 2, and on to game 3. We'll see you guys then. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.